the 2013 Ford Focus electric vehicle. Electric motor, battery in the trunk, great gas mileage, an electric vehicle. Now, I've really been pleased every time I've had someone throw me a set of keys for Ford Focus, and I've had the pleasure of driving every iteration since it burst on the scene in the late 1990s. There's three qualities about the Focus that every time it would deliver. You'd get great styling. A lot of their styling cues were born from their racing program, the World Rally Championship. The Focus really brought hot hatches back to being cool in the late 1990s. You also got a wonderful driving experience because you had a great chassis, high revving, really fun motor. You really just got a chance to have a ton of fun driving the Ford Focus. Finally, you'd have great value. The cars were always well priced, good dealer incentives. It was never a bad deal purchasing one of those Ford Focuses. Now this car, I'm proud to say, delivers on two of those three qualities. First of all, the styling. We get wonderful, aggressive styling. You can see some design elements from elsewhere in the range, the somewhat Aston Martin derived grille, great flanks, high belt line, really aggressive and really pleasing to the eye. Secondly, marvelous chassis, really marvelous chassis. The car corners flat, you get great turn in, good road feel through the steering. It's a wonderful car to drive. It gives you the fun factor and it makes you feel really good about what you're doing. But value, we may have a problem here with value. This car as it stands, although wonderfully outfitted, not top of the range mind you, but nicely appointed, we're looking at about a $40,000 price tag, which for a hatchback, that's a lot of money. Studies have shown that the average owner over a 5-year period is going to save roughly $7,000 to $8,000 in fuel costs. Now unfortunately, the regular gas-powered Focus is several $1,000s cheaper than this car, even after that fuel savings. So you really have some questions to ask yourself. How important is an eco-friendly car to you? Can you make the investment, buy the car, drive it, own it, and not be worried about seeing a tangible return on your money? There's another problem too with this car, and it's all bound in the back. When people buy hatchbacks, they buy them, like I said, they want to have fun, they want to have something stylish. They also want to have a sense of utilitarian value. And generally what we're talking about is from here to here, that area there, with fold down rear seats, we get to have great utilitarian value. My wife's hatchback, we've got a 2004 Suzuki Swift, and when we fold the seats down in that car, we can pack almost as much gear as we can in the back of the cab of my big Dodge 4x4, which is quite cavernous. And generally speaking, a lot of hatchbacks are that way. However, this is an electric vehicle, not a hybrid, sorry, electric vehicle, and we have in our way the batteries for the car. Right there in the middle of that very usable cargo space is this big lump here, which is all your batteries. As you can see, with the seats up, we lose about 50% of our cargo space. Now Ford does try to make it more appealing by giving you this handy little organizer. It's made out of styrofoam. Yes, it comes out. I mean, it's really somewhat trying to dress up a pig. It just doesn't work. As you can see, you're giving up a great deal of cargo space. Even if you fold the seats down, you still got this big thing in the way. And that really troubles me, disappoints me, because if I'm going to use a hatchback, I want to be able to put all my gear in there. You know, I want to be able to put in, you know, if we're going snowboarding, I want to put our gear bags in there. And, you know, if we're going out for a day and we're going to do some hardcore shopping, I want to be able to fill up the trunk with the stuff that we've bought. It really hampers the utilitarian value of the car, and that's something that doesn't really appeal to me. So, We've got a wonderful car, great chassis, marvelous styling, comfortable interior, really, really top notch. Now, as we move forward and electric vehicles become more prominent, it's fair to say that a lot of the electric vehicles on the market today, they're bland, they're boring, they're not fun to drive. They do their job, and all that really is just moving you to and fro without spending any money on gas and being kinder to the environment. Now, what Ford's proposing with this car is that you can be eco-cool, you can be friendly to the environment, but you also can have a really exhilarating drive, a lot of fun, put that smile on your face. Unfortunately, though, it comes at a pretty lofty cost. So the question to you as the consumer has to be, do you care that you're not getting a great monetary return on your investment, i.e. in fuel savings over a gas-burning car? And can you live with having your cargo space somewhat truncated and really hobbling you in that regard? If you answer yes to both of those things, then the Ford Focus electric vehicle could very well be the way moving forward, and it might give us something to really look forward to when we're talking about electric vehicles.